Hey, my fellow sports enthusiasts! Welcome on in to the only trivia game that makes watching this game for a little more worthwhile. It's HQ Sports! I'm your host, your coach, your GM, and your commish, Lauren Gambino, the great Gambino, Champino, poppin' champs for the world champ caps. Love me some good alliteration. And I also love me some sports superstitions. But alas, the Washington Capitals have finally won the Stanley Cup. Caps fans can officially shower, shave, and move from the position they were in at the start of the playoffs. Ah, feels good. Most of you are here because you were drafted in or have been keeping up with us on Twitter at HQ Sports. But you can do your own drafting right now. Swipe right across my face here and you can connect your address book and see which of your friends are playing. Also, if they're not playing, you could hit that little wave emoji next to their usernames and a whole bunch of cool phrases will come up so you can alert them that it's time to play HQ Sports right now. You can only do this before the first round, round one, so now's your chance. I'm going to take you through 12 rounds of sports trivia. You know how this goes, starting off light and getting a little bit more intense and demanding as we go. I'm trying to knock you out Ali style. An extra life can help bring you back in the game, but you can't use it on the final round. If you can go punch for punch with me till the very end, then you are taking home a prize of $1,000. $1,000, baby. Yeah, imagine betting just a little bit of that tomorrow on the Triple Crown favorite Justify, or perhaps buying a ticket to see T.O. inducted into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I hear those tickets are really cheap right now. Now, the Cavs are trying to hold on. They're down by 9, but this is still anyone's game. And the same goes for us right now. So let's step into the ring, touch gloves. Here comes round number 1. What team won the Stanley Cup last night? San Diego Californians, Stockholm Swedish Fish, Washington Capitals. I literally just gave you the answer in the intro. Come on. Yes, they finally did it. The not so creatively named Washington Capitals. They have won their very first Stanley Cup, and over 100,000, almost 120,000 of you got that one right. Over 4,000 of you just were not paying attention to the intro, my friends. Come on. A big congrats to Washington, the city, and all the fans. Here we go, round 2. Announcer Michael Buffer famously trademarked the catchphrase, "Let's get ready to what?" Rumble, snuggle, snitch tag. Fighting's most famous ring announcer, Michael Buffer, is known for, let me give this my best shot here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Yes, Yes, Rumble was the answer. 118,000 of you got that one right. You're ready to rumble. Buffer has also taken this phrase around to the World Series, the Stanley Cup Finals, the NBA Finals, and to the rumbling cars of the Indy 500. Now it's time for a few special HQ shout-outs. A big shout-out to Kate and Aubrey playing at work. Hi there. Joey Lizito, David Earl, Kim R., Chris, Dan, Larry, the Shermans, and Eve, who's playing with her friend Felicia. Welcome, welcome, and thank you so much for playing. Let's get on into it, round number 3. Barbara Bettini has been identified as the person behind the Twitter scandal engulfing what NBA team? Knicks, 76ers, Warriors. Yes, the big Twitter scandal after The Ringer published an explosive story that someone was posting sensitive and private information anonymously defending the GM of the 76ers. Yes, the 76ers. 72,000 of you are keeping up with your current events and know that Brian Colangelo was the guy in question here, but it turns out that he blamed this on his wife. Or so we think. I mean, that's what he said, just throwing his poor wife under the bus. I know. And I'm throwing you round number 4. Here it is. Which sport does not feature a major event known as the US Open? Golf, tennis, yacht racing. Yes, this sport has the America's Cup, but no US Open. One of the bougiest sports, perhaps? Yacht racing. Yes, yacht racing is the sport we were looking for. 68,000 of you got that one right. Yeah, 3 major sports go with the 4 major format, and they all have a US Open. Golf, tennis, and bowling. Yes, I called bowling a major sport. And no, I will not retract that. That is my opinion. And speaking of opinions, we want to hear yours. It's only our 3rd game here at HQ Sports, so what do you think? Follow us on Twitter at HQ Sports to keep up with our schedule and share your favorite teams, athletes, and sports stories. The good, the bad, and the downright Colangelesque. We'll keep them in mind for the next game. Here we go, round number 5. Despite nicknames like Monk, Red, and Big Wheel, all of George Foreman's sons are named what? Fred, Dylan, George. George Foreman, Big George. Yes, he has 12 children, 7 daughters, and 5 Georges. Yeah, George. He named all of them George. I know. He says he did this so that they'd have something in common. 63,000 of you knew that one. Yeah, so that they have something in common, because being brothers, I guess, is just not enough. But also, if you've been punched a couple of times, you probably, want to remember less and less as it goes. All right, we are getting halfway there. You are making it along with me. Here we go, round 6. In which of these sports are players often penalized for clipping? Ice hockey, basketball, baseball. Yes, there won't be much more clipping in the immediate future because that is a penalty in ice hockey. Ice hockey. Yes, we just watched the Caps wrap it up last night. 56,000 of you knew that one. Yes, the Caps won their first ever championship, so we're going to have to put our clipping on hold for at least the next season to start. Round 7, here it is. A tennis player would likely choose an older ball for what kind of serve? First serve, second serve, slice serve. Yes, we're talking tennis. New tennis balls are smoother and therefore travel at a faster speed. But you want to choose an older ball for the second serve. Yes, 21,000 of you got that one correct. Players often use their older, no jokes there, please, because they're easier to control and less likely to cause a double fault. I mean, can someone tell the Patriots that that's all they had to do so they didn't have to go through the whole You know what? I'm just not going to open up that can of worms, but I'm going to take you into round number 8. Here it is. What NFL player's father is now the commissioner of the XFL? Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Andrew Luck. This NFL player's father. Yes, for the XFL's big comeback, Vince McMahon stole away NCAA exec Oliver Luck Andrew Luck's father. Andrew Luck, 13,944 of you knew that one. Yes, so Oliver Luck will now be the commissioner and the CEO. So if things don't work out at the Colts for Andrew, he could always have a fallback option with, who knows, the Connecticut Hulk Hogan's or something? These questions are only getting more difficult. Can you hang with me? It's round number 9. Which D1 college conference currently has the number of teams indicated in its name? Pac-12, Big Ten, Big 12. So many of you are asking for some college questions. Here it is. And I just have to say thank you for your honesty to the Pac-12. Yes, the Pac-12 honesty is in such short supply. 8,717 of you knew that one. Yes, the Big 12 used to be the Big 8. How many teams do they have? 10, which would be perfect for the Big 10 to have. But what does the